Are we starting again? Okay. So I don't know where it cut off at. This is a 3-part reading. Wow. So we're at skull cap, and its upright is, I'm just going back to connect the two, the third part. Stillness after the storm, let go of control, trust in life, surrender to divine plan, break open. So yes, allow yourself to let go of control in your stillness. So don't cheat yourself when you're meditating. Don't decide that as emotions of unhealed trauma, generational wounding, as it comes up, that, oh no, I don't want to look at that. There's nobody there looking at you. You're going within in order to repair yourself, right? But you can't repair yourself. You know, when you go to the doctor must make a diagnosis so that he or she can treat you. When you heal wounds that are housed within your lower 3 chakras especially, it makes space. And you're getting to the root of the problem, the core, the root chakra. Seeds grow in the darkness at the bottom of the soil where they're planted and sprout up. So if you get it at the root, you digging up, right? And now in that void, you can plant new seeds of healing for yourself. You can plant new seeds, where you at, of growth. So that when you rebirth or reparent yourself, there's a healthy healing. And once again, you are so much farther along than you even know, because had this card come up in reverse, it represents post-traumatic stress disorder. You no longer have post-traumatic stress disorder as it used to affect you, right? Because through the mercy of divine intervention, you've made it thus far, right? It has carried you to this part of the journey. Those little steps that you've taken in the other cards from the New Orleans deck that you've taken have gotten you this far. Now you're old enough. You have reparented yourself enough now to go in and do the investigation for yourself. It's not going to make you shut down. Reversed, it would have been unable to move on and broken, frightened. That's where you were before, right? But now you can go in and monitor your own self and be, heal thyself. Skullcap's genus name, Scotellaria, comes from the Latin scotella, meaning a small dish or tray. This describes the shape of the calyx at the base of the flowers, which resembles a miniature skull. In traditional Chinese medicine, the roots of the species Scotellaria bacalensis, say that 3 times quickly, have been widely used for more than 2,000 years to treat cancer, lung and respiratory infections, colds, bacterial pneumonia, liver imbalances, hypertension, insomnia, inflammation, and diarrhea. So by you meditating, you're gonna heal so much. The Cherokee and other North American tribal peoples use skullcap to ceremonially initiate young girls into womanhood. The Cherokee created decoctions of the roots to treat breast pain, menstrual pain, kidney problems, and to stimulate the reproductive system post-birth. So with all of these feminine aspect, diseases, disconnection from ease, it's saying that this is going to work on your feminine side, right? And then the kidneys house anger, right? And also filter the urine being water. This is going to filter your emotions so that you can see them clearly. And also if there are any anger issues that I suspect may be housed in one of your lower 3 chakras, that You may be angry about feelings of safety and security that were robbed of you from trauma in the past. This meditation is going to greatly help you to see things clearly and what direction you need to take with regards to healing those traumas, and to stimulate the reproductive system post-birth, post-rebirth. You're going to give birth to a new you just through initiating meditation. The Iroquois used an infusion of the powdered roots to prevent smallpox and to keep the throat clear. So you may want to get you some skull cap, make a tea, also for your throat chakra. During the 19th and 20th centuries, the eclectic physicians prescribed skull cap for nervousness, exhaustion, muscular spasms, heart disorders, hysteria, uncontrollable muscular tremors, and convulsions. Nervousness from monitoring other people watching you. Exhaustion for paying attention to things that you, with such a great purpose, don't need to be paying attention to, right? The heart disorder would be from the wounded heart chakra, from, once again, those people who you trusted and loved who broke your heart. And that's where you're losing energy from, your heart chakra. You need to do some work on your heart chakra. Hysteria, uncontrollable muscular tremors, and convulsions, I feel like is intergenerational energy passed down to you from trauma in your lineage. Spiritually, skullcap is used to bind oaths and consecrate commitments. It is a useful ally in initiating rituals. So the meditation will be a ritual that, if you implement regularly, will help to discover more and more mysteries that need to be looked at by you, for you. Imprinting the vows made to oneself or between lovers. Skullcap is ruled by Pluto, the archetype representing will and power. That's the solar plexus, which ties our relationship to our inner authority and leadership. Doing your meditation is going to guide you to self-knowledge of the inner authority and the leadership abilities that were violated by the ones who were supposed to uplift and build you. But all is not lost at all, according to these cards. Guidance. The storm has passed. You've just weathered or are weathering a storm. Ground deeply into the present moment. If you feel fear, find consolation in stillness as it readapts. The medicine of Scorpion embodies the stillness of darkness, and it assists by accepting sudden change with ease and calm. When you have those tower moments, when those mountain spirits are watching you and it's making you uneasy, because you've done this meditation, it builds up, with regards to herbs, there are herbs that are alterative, meaning you can't see what they're doing, but over a period of time, you will see where there has been growth, there has been healing. So that's what meditation does. It, over a period of time, builds up your ability to self-regulate and just get back into ease and calm faster. If you're feeling exhausted, drained, or depleted, well, I want to say rest. That's what I want to say. This is the time to pause and withdraw to your cave. Go into hermit mode. You're in the process of rebuilding after the storm. Like I said, you've been through a lot. You have every right to go within and rejuvenate. Don't rush. There's that patience again. Reflect. Go back and look at the things that hurt you and see why they hurt you and how they hurt you and how your inner child processed it. And I have some, you contact me. Once again, I'm going to put my email address. You want to do a one-on-one spiritual counseling session or get a spiritual reading. I have tools that can assist you with this so that you're not just doing it blindly. Take the time to birth a new structure that supports a new version of your life. Take the time to meditate, and when these things come up organically, they're coming up because you're able to handle looking at them now. Support a new version of yourself, right? So that's that. And now we're going to look at the last card. And that's the ayahuasca. Upright, rebirth, mastery, great revelation, discovery of higher self, meeting the creatrix, divine messenger, gifts from spirit, realization, telepathy, transcendence. Once you go into this meditation and you do it regularly, your rebirth is going to be, it's like I feel fireworks shooting up inside of you. And it's the celebration that your authentic self is having for you. It's just you might start levitating. The astrological ruler is Pluto, transformation, Jupiter, expansion, Neptune, that's dreaminess and intuition. Those things are going to open up for you. Your transformation and your intuition are going to be transformed and expand. Ayahuasca is an ancient ceremonial brew, native to the Amazon, used as a sacred spiritual medicine among many indigenous peoples within South America. In Quechua, Aya means soul, spirit, and ayahuasca means vine. So the vine or the root of your soul and spirit is housing your root chakra, and by you doing your meditation and digging up that toxicity at the core, it's going to free you completely. Ayahuasca is primarily made of two key plants, the Banisteriopsis caper vine and the Psychotria viridis, also known as chacruna, along with other ingredients. So the fact that it starts off Psychotria means psycho to me, and I know the high ayahuasca is one of the things that they use at the Rhythmia retreat in Costa Rica, and it does. People who have gone have told me that it's about psychedelics, right? Which vary depending on the medicine maker and curandera. The ancient ayahuasca brew is traditionally prepared for curing ills, divination, and as a diagnostic tool for healing others. So that's one of the things that they use the ayahuasca for, as a psychedelic to bring about divination and as a cure for healing the traumas that are stored in your psychotic, but not psychotic in a you're crazy way, psychotic as a way to pure the mind. It is served by a shaman as sacred songs and dances are performed to honor and invoke spirits. The brew induces a profound visionary state, igniting supernatural abilities such as vivid communication with ancestors, relationships with interdimensional beings, the ability to see into the future, and more. These are things that are going to happen to you as you go into meditation. I don't advise using ayahuasca alone, because although many people do it, it's best used under the supervision of a shaman, because psychedelics are very powerful. Amazonian folk healers have ayahuasca primarily to rejuvenate the body and soul, as well as to purge the body of accumulated toxicity as a cellular, gastrointestinal, and psycho-emotional cleanser. Scientific studies show that ayahuasca may benefit those dealing with depression and PTSD. Yes, there are some things that you need to go back and look at. Shamans connect, and let me just say that the advice that I give is purely through the gift that I have with regards to being passed down through my New Orleans lineage. And if you need to see a medical practitioner because there are things that are just so painful that you may be triggered, there's such thing called titration in chemistry. But titration spiritually means that dealing with things that are traumatic or toxic a little bit at a time. Because sometimes when things don't come up organically, saying like you have a memory and then you start crying, that means that it came up organically because you were able to deal with it. That's why it came up. It's not to be pushed down. But if, say, you uproot or you pull up memories that didn't come up on your own, you may just overwhelm yourself, right? So I just wanted to make that side comment. Shamans connect transdimensionally to the supernatural world, the spirits of nature and the universe, receiving key information about the universe and specific instructions on how to heal individuals. True shamans are mystics, healers, and divine messengers. They enter portals and fulfill tasks and duties beyond our third dimensional understanding. So I just want to also say that through my lineage, I am organically a shaman. So those are the gifts that I'm bringing forth now in order to decipher this reading. Ayahuasca is regarded as a master plant by shamans and used as a primary medium along with other herbs and herbal practices that assist in the process of purification and receiving supernatural skills that allow them to channel divine energy. Since ayahuasca is composed of 2 sacred plants, each one archetypally contributes its essence to create this perfected elixir. Bani Astereopsis, Neptune, right? That's the intuition, the dreamy state, is the fertile ground that holds the vision. Charuna, Pluto, transformation, is the cathartic experience that broadcasts the visionary state and the profound wisdom gained in Jupiter's blessing. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and luck. So by you doing your meditation, once again, your rebirth is your expansion, which is your luck, and bringing forth your success through growth. And the fireworks are going off because ding, 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 you have gotten to the clearest part of the mystery of you that you could never even imagine. The guidance. You are mastering the power of awareness when aligning to a higher power. Your higher power is you. The higher self overriding the ego, paying attention to monitoring spirits. That's you aligning with you. Ayahuasca's spirit is here to support your ascension, drawing upon an ancient wisdom embedded in your DNA and the earth. Allow yourself to be shattered as you travel through the cosmic womb. Allow yourself to go to the core and look at the ugliness, the stench, so that in you moving through it, monitoring your own toxicity, you can transmute it into cleansing for yourself and also for your lineage. I'm going to read that again. Ayahuasca spirit is here to support your ascension, Meditating, going within and looking at the toxicity is here to support your ascension, drawing upon an ancient wisdom embedded in your DNA and the earth. As you go and uproot that the toxicity at your core, you're not just going to uproot the ugliness, but you're going to find your ancient wisdom and what your lineage also passed to you. That was a blessing. The mystery unfolds. Allow yourself to be shattered as you travel through the cosmic womb. Allow yourself to be broken down to be built up to more. Ayahuasca catalyzes purification through the cathartic release of the known, only to reveal undiscovered terrain within your soul. So the things that you already know are going to be the tools that you use to discover what you don't know, which is the blessing. You are one with the magnetic brilliance of Source, the intelligence that orchestrates the great mystery. Feeling lost in the labyrinth only comes when a loss of intentionality or respect happens. When you pay attention to the mountain spirits, you lose track with your own intentions, and then you therefore lose respect for your higher self and your authenticity, because you're paying attention to energies that are just wasting time. Offer your greatness intentions. Offer your greatest intentions. Sacrifice your needs. Sacrifice the need to pay attention to them knuckleheads, that duppy energy. Enter into the void without expectation. Meditate with no expectation. Just meditate and let what needs to come to you organically. When I say organically, it means that it wasn't forced. It came up because it was ready for you to see it. And allow yourself to be consumed by the oceanic consciousness. Oceanic means the vast body of water, a body of your emotional consciousness. Remember, dear one, that to heal the world, you must heal yourself. You are the source of love. Buy yourself some roses. And I am going to look at the starseed deck, because this was so powerful that there must be some conclusion to this. And this is for those of you who are star seeds. I'm almost going to sing, I'm so glad we have this time together. And once again, this is the last of a 3-part reading. Okay. What we got here, Starseed? A new earth. That's what you're going to be at the end of this. Whether you're a starseed or not, this is a powerful day, right? You are going to be a brand new earth after this rebirth. It's happening. Keep holding on to the vision. You see this feminine looking up at the earth. She's looking up at herself. Possible, impossible, but attainable. Creativity, the creatrix, as the other card said. So let's see what the new earth has to say. And then I'm going to end this reading. How can you keep holding the vision? How can you keep holding the vision? The first 2 parts of this reading have already indicated that by meditation, by staying focused on you from the inside and not external energies that mean you no good. That's part of it. But let's see what the description of this card says. Don't give up now. You're closer than you think. I know it's hard to hold the frequency of a new age when it feels as if so much is crumbling and so many are losing faith. That's what the monitoring spirits wants you to think. It's an illusion. This is your sign that you are facing the right direction. You have a great gift in being able to see the potential of things before they exist. That's some information about the mystery of you, is that your insight, your intuition is on point and able to see things before they even happen. Tend to the new seeds. Dream them into existence. You have that ability too. Don't lose faith now. Keep your focus fixed. Planting new seeds and bringing about a shift of the ages is no mean feat. It requires extreme trust and a radical vision. That means that even after you dig up at the core and deal with the last bits of how your trauma that are affecting your lower three chakras are dug up, you have the ability through your rebirth to plant even more seeds, healthy seeds. If you pull this card, it is a reminder to have faith, right? I want to say have stronger faith, because that's what the mountain spirits already see about you, is that your faith is unshakable. Strengthen it through your meditation. Sit being still and having patience with the steps that you've already taken. That those little steps have added up to a lot. You chose to be here, to be part of this global shift. Whether you're bringing it about through prayer and meditation or through working on a new project, job, or creation, keep going. It's happening. Don't you dare give up now. The world needs more dreamers like you, more people with hope in their hearts. The road ahead may not be plain sailing. Ushering in a new age of times of change never is. You're being encouraged to remember that what you've been working towards for so long is almost here. Don't question yourself now. Don't waver. Dig your devotion deep. For if you do, in the not-so-distant future, you'll be able to sit back and watch all that you've so carefully planted and nurtured